Hey, this is Jason with Zero to Programmer, and today we're going to go over a new HTML project, which we're going to talk about how to create a layout. And so actually what we're going to do, instead of starting in our project that we've opened up, I'm actually going to start a new project today. So let's go into here. Actually, no. Let's go project systems. And not only are we going to start in a new project, we're actually going to start a new format. Now, if you don't know, if you don't have Notepad++, it is free to get. All you do is go onto Google through your Chrome, type in Notepad++, and you can download it from there, and it's simple. It doesn't take long. Just save it to your desktop so it's easy to move around and everything. But it's really useful, and so you can just as well do this layout in any other project in HTML on Notepad. But I just want to show you Notepad++ because it's a lot simpler in some ways. So the first thing is we're going to start our basic layout, which is doc type HTML. There you go. And we'll go ahead and do HTML and just do close HTML, just like we have been doing. And going to go inside here, or actually we're just going to stay in line right here, and we're going to do the head. Make sure to close the head, close head, there you go, and then we're going to do the body. Close the body. Now, when I say layout, I know I did my first video and I said that was a layout, which it is layout of the form, but we're actually talking about a layout for the, and we'll do indent one more time for all these. Layout for the page itself, for your created page. So let's see. First thing we want to do, I'm going to take a look here. So let's go over. Let's go over a few things. In the head, obviously, inside your head, you're also going to want to put your title. Which if you watch my other videos, I've went over that, and we're just going to call this the Zero to Programmer page, and close. And what we have so far, we're going to go ahead and save as. This is a new project we're working on. You want to make sure to go ahead and just save to the desktop, just like we have been. And we're going to call it, first off, make sure it is. And if you see on here, when you save on to Notepad++, you can actually just go through here and find HTML. There we go, hypertext markup. And these are all the things you can use to actually save it as that. But we're going to instead say HTML, well, let's put HTML class project 2. So this is saved, so if we actually go over here and click on this, it should bring up what we did before. There you go. So far that's right. I'll just open that back up to get things running again. Drag this over. There you go. So now we're set up how we should be. Alright, so we've got the title, and as you see on Notepad++, it tells you different things about your, so it recognizes elements and what is not an element. And if you see here, it's actually kind of notices when to open and close things. So let's just skip down past that and start a style tag. And if you see my other videos, you know this is basically if you were to use CSS inside of your file. That's inside of this file. That's where you would place all this. So inside the style tag, you're going to, let's start off, actually, tell you what, let's skip down and go ahead and start on the body. That way I can kind of explain a little better. So let's go ahead and actually make our body part first. And so all this here, we're going to make a div, which if you've seen that, you know that's basically a division which we use to verify a large amount of text, like multiple paragraphs and stuff like that. So we're just going to open up a division and create a class for it. So class equals quotations. There you go. Actually, most of the time it does both of them for you. And we're going to call this layout. Alright. And so that, go on the outside and close that. And then make sure to go down here and close your div. There you go. Alright, indent, so that you know this is all inside the div. And we're going to create another new tag, which is header. Oops. Header. And what header does is it creates a header for the document in this section. So actually, let me go through here. And I'm going to go ahead and come down here and close the header. There you go. And inside the header, we are going to create an H1 tag, which you should know what that is. And inside this H1, we are going to say let's just say 0 per color. We may alter that later, but for right now we're just going to put that. H1, there you go. There you go. Next section. I'm sorry, actually we'll just go ahead and save that and see what pops up. Make sure everything is showing up how it should. So just refresh over here. There you go, 0 program pops up. Nothing special yet, but stick around. So navigation. Navigation is also a new tag, and that navigation actually defines a container for navigational links. So this is going to kind of alter links. And so what we're going to use for nav, actually we're going to go ahead and close nav, just so we don't forget. There you go. Inside the nav, we're going to go ahead and create a unordered list, and of course go ahead and close that unordered list. Unordered list. There you go. And inside the unordered list, obviously we're going to put list items. And for list item, we're going to put HTML, and then close list item. And the same thing, start a new list item, and we'll put CSS. Oops. I don't know why I can't type right now. And then close list item. There you go. And also, while I'm thinking about this, as you see right here, it actually verifies that this is an attribute and that this is a definition for the attribute. So, or not a definition, but the name of the variable for the attribute. So, something to keep in mind there. Let's do another one, and this one we'll do PHP, and close line item. There you go. And actually, going to add more to this. So, we're actually going to make, well, crap. There we go. Hate when that happens. HTML, and go in front of HTML, and we're going to make this href. We're going to make this a link equals. There you go. And I don't want to actually make, because I don't have a web page for this yet, but we're just going to do that to give it a variable. It's not actually going to do anything. And I believe after that we're going to close the open one, and then past the HTML we're going to close the, there you go. Same thing here, href equals, same thing, hashtag, and close there, oops, and then close there. Href equals, oops, there, same thing. So that's not, basically these links aren't going to actually they're going to be clickable, but they're not going to actually go anywhere. And that's just because I don't have another channel or another page yet for them. And later on, when I start doing the CSS videos and stuff like that, I'll actually create those, and we can go back here and edit this, and I'll show you all that. So, I believe that's it. Make sure I closed everything. Yeah. And save, and then refresh, and there you go. That created an unordered list with variables for HTML, CSS, PHP, and as you see, when I click on it, it doesn't do anything. Yep. Still not at the interesting part. So let's go on to the next one. I've closed nav, And next is also a new tag, which is article. And article, we also have to close article, go back up, space over indent, and then inside article we're going to do a H1, and we're going to put 0 programmer, and then close H1. There you go. Oops, sorry about that. And beyond that, we're going to put a little paragraph and say, oops, I'm going to capitalize that. Why am I capitalized? Because I'm on cap lock. There we go. There you go. And inside this, we're actually just going to put 0 to programmer is a channel to show what it takes to go from little knowledge of programming to programming at a professional level. Yeah, there you go. Just kind of an off the top of the head definition for that. So we closed article, so now another new tag down here below, and that is going to be the footer, and that just creates a footer for your article. Footer, there you go. And here, we're going to space over, indent over, and inside there we're going to put 0 programmer. And you know, what we're putting in there right now is not really even relevant, it's just like a placeholder basically. There you go. So we have our header right up here. We have our navigational section, and then we have our article, which is this section with the H1 in there, and then down below we have our footer. So now that we have that, let's work on making it look cool. And let's see actually what I'm at right now. 18. Alright, I tell you what, we're going to split this into 2 videos, and probably be posted the same day actually. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, stick with me because this is something, as you see right here, this is a regular page, like kind of what we've been doing already. And with this next part that I'm going to do, all inside of the style right here, we're going to make this page look 10 times different, better, whatever you want to call it. So stick around and just stay tuned to this next video.